Okay, in this video we're going to be doing the brake pads on a VW Polo. This is the 9N model, so if you've got one like this, is the one with the twin headlights. So it's all pretty simple. Now just undo the wheel bolts, as you see I'm doing there. Now always undo it when it's on the floor so it doesn't rock off the jack. So just get something, get your wrench and just remove, just loosen the wheel locks. Okay, so once your car's all been jacked up, make sure to put the axle stands under a nice secure place. Don't put it under the chassis itself. Put it under the subframe where you see a lot of metal, heavy metal that can hold up the weight. Obviously, you can put it on the jacking point, but a nice solid subframe is a very good place to put your jack. Okay, so now it's time just to remove the wheel, which is all very simple stuff. And my rule of thumb is generally after I've removed the wheel, I just slide it under the car. Look at that donkey kick. That's power. But yeah, after I've got the wheel off, I just slide it underneath the car just in case it slips off the jack. I've got half a chance if I'm anywhere near there. Okay, you see this picture there? Do you see there's a little lip and there's absolutely no brake pad? That lip, because there's a lip on that disc, or rotors as the Americans call it, if you put a new brake pad on there, it won't work properly, it won't bed properly. So now, much like the Golf Mark IVs, a lot of the VW range are pretty similar in this aspect. You remove the little caps, little rubber caps, and you've got some Allen key sliders, which I believe are 6mm. Now you have to be very careful with these, because if they've been abused, as you remove the actual bolt itself, it actually strips the thread inside of there. So I guess you could put some WD-40 in and around there, but you've got to be very careful in removing these, because it does pull out the threads as you remove that Allen bolt itself, because it gets heated up and it seals in there. Okay, so now we're undoing the reservoir to give it space to expand when we actually press in the caliper. Okay, now with your screwdriver, if you can get it in between the grooves of the disc and just lever it aside, just to get it back just a little bit, so you can actually gain some access into removing it all. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm trying to get the brake pads, but they're all wedged in because they've been heated and cooled in that situation. So in that case, just get a hammer and just knock the bottom ends of the actual discs, the pads themselves, and it should come out pretty easy. Even the picture I'm showing you how badly worn these pads are. They've really been abused, and it's damaged the rotors or the discs at the same time. But there's absolutely nothing on there. So try not to let your car get to this situation, because at the end of the day, you're the one who has to pay for it, and fundamentally, it's not great for your car. With your tool or pliers or whatever you've got, you start to push the piston back into the caliper itself. Now I've got the tool for this, it just makes it a little bit easier. I mean, some people do use pliers, big monkey wrenches, but I just do this because it's what I'm involved in. Now what you'll find is that the reservoir will fill up in this sort of way, but that's going to be fine when you get back and pump the fluid back into the brake pads to refine the perimeters. Now with your screwdriver, loosen the locating bolt, the locating screw for the disc. I'm pretty lucky because the person before me actually looked after it, and then it's just one hit with the hammer and you can see the disc just fall off by itself. Now with the new disc, remember to clean the outside with some sort of brake cleaner, because it comes with a compound to stop it from rusting. And do the same thing with the locating screw, just so that the next time you take it out or someone else takes it out, they don't have to worry about it sticking and breaking. Okay, now we're just relocating it, making sure that the holes are all aligned, and putting in the locking screw, which just holds it all in place and stops it all from moving around. So these are the sliders. We're cleaning up the sliders here now. Very important to clean up sliders, or the brakes will malfunction. I'm just using a wire brush, just clean up any debris that might be around it, anything that's going to stop it from functioning as it should. Now this time you should compare and make sure the brake pads are the same, because now you can actually do a U-turn. Probably should have done it a bit earlier really. And then add some copper slip on the back of the brake pads. Now, I use loads. I use loads of this stuff because I think I don't want to come back, and I hate the squeaking. And there's so much reasons for the squeaking that it's best just to get a good amount on everything. So once you place the first brake pad in and you're happy with that, the next thing to do is to grease up the piston. I didn't have a brush, so I used the finger of an old glove. I know, it shouldn't be done like that, but that's what I had, so that's what I use. And then it's time to put the second brake pad in. See that? I'm just pushing in the little clamp that holds it in, just to help it make it seat a little bit better. So we've got new disc and new rotors so far. Now make sure you get a bit of copper slip on any other touching parts on the actual brake caliper itself, and then slide it on. And make sure you got it all in the right locating place. New discs and new pads. Now be careful to tighten this up, because like I said, you can over tighten these and strip the threads. They can come out when you loosen them, and they can go out when you're putting them. So take your time while putting these in. If they continue to spin, you're going to have to, if they don't tighten up and they continue to spin, you're going to have a little bit of problem. You're going to have to find a way to fix it or replace the hub. Okay, so now we're just putting on a wheel and finishing off the last little bits. I hope that helped. Comment, rate, subscribe. Make sure to join me on my Facebook page. We've got lots of fun things and exciting things happening down there. So join me on my Facebook, and thanks for watching. Speak soon. Oh yes, also BMAC Car Mods is there, so join that site, join that channel as well. Thanks for watching. See you later.